Wow, I'm just rocking Black Sabbath, War Pigs. This local radio station plays it every few days in the morning. Really gets me going when I'm porting. I start just giving her to the tune and fast porting my 390 here I'm working on. Couple done already this morning. Got a couple to do for a fella in Alaska and a few for the local buddies around town here, around the island. Yeah, so went racing on Sunday. Had a great time. We had 65 cart field, well not field, 65 carts in total with the junior 1 class, junior 2 class, senior 2 cycle, senior 4 cycle, and a 4 cycle open. I tried to do the GoPro, but the thing got wet the night before in my camper. I was camping. Darn it, it shut off on me, so I got a bag of rice. So I'm trying to get it to work. As I told a friend that in California, my new friend Paul Rhodes, I'm teaching him, showing him how to do some port and stuff. He says, "Oh, I got one. I never used it. He's gonna send it to me." What a nice fella. Thanks very much, Paul. And it should be here within about a week, and then we'll get the next race done, and I won't lose any footage, and I'll learn how to use this one properly and don't get it wet. So I was the head tech guy there. I teched all the carts for safety and engine legality and whatnot. We're pretty open right now still because we're trying to get more people into it, get as many people out there as we can. But I won my class. The old guy beat all those youngsters. The only one that was faster than me were the open engines. I'm running a Briggs stock L206. I was at the right weight I wanted to be because I am the tech guy, so you should do everything properly so it doesn't look like you're cheating. So just want to thank Gary Smith and Johnny Sutton, my buddies that were there helping me out, and George Doran. Steen and Dorothy were there helping out with all the paperwork and the weigh scales. Everyone just did a great job. Lots of kids had fun. This little 11-year-old girl won her class. It was just so exciting for her to get a trophy. That's what it's all about, is for the kids. And the adults, I still have fun doing it too. But, we only got to run a couple 5-minute sessions or time trials and 2 heats. We only had a 4-hour window to get all this in. With 65 carts, it was a little too much. 40 would have been perfect. So yeah, I'm just doing these 390s today. Gonna go back and put 3 together. Then gotta do a couple little 201 TCs, just a couple muffler mods that work later. I don't do any porting on the 201 TCs. I really think they don't really need it. I could be wrong. Go ahead and do one. I just do a muffler mod. Just lets them breathe a little better, run a little cooler, a little more snappiness to it. Works good for me. Same with the old 200s. And I just made them run right, you know. Make sure the seals don't leak, the carburetor works right. If it doesn't, throw a new one on. The stupid carburetors I told you before, that little accelerator pump system fails. Tried to fix a few, only successful with a couple. Better off with a new carburetor. Money you guys make with those saws, you want them to run right and get out there and pay for itself easily. So yeah, I told you before, 200 stills, seals, carburetor, most important thing. Pulse lines fall off, gotta check them once in a while. Car boots rips, the guy's torn out a nut and mount on it, you know. Best top handle saw I ever made. No doubt about it. Guys spent a lot of money at my shop getting them rebuilt to get them out in the field again. Some guys hoard them, some guys have 4 or 5 and they just run one for a day and the next one just so they don't wear one out completely, so they have them for a while. But the Stihl 201 TC is definitely, you know, the #1 still on the market that's available as an OEM saw. There's these blue ones out there that are 200s that are people have been buying. They're just not the quality though. Half of them don't run right and the parts are cheap on them. If you're a professional, you really should run OEM. It's the only way to go. So I might sell my cart. I had a fella was wanting to get into it with us, a friend of mine, Steve, that I race with, that's in my team. Oh, by the way, thanks Walker Saw Shop for the sponsorship. We made a rock. And Mom and Dad for putting me on the planet. Love you. And my daughter Taylor, she was so much helpful. She was so helpful. She helped me with tech, all the paperwork. She put the stickers on the carts that the weights are supposed to be. It was all cool. Okay, so I better get at her. Johnny will be watching this saying, get those cylinders done. I don't want to get them done. It's getting hot. I got all the windows open here and I don't have a fan, but I don't really need one. Once I get working, I'm okay. Yeah, and Paul, it's hot down in California again, eh? 109 yesterday. Jeez, man. I don't know how you guys can stand that day after day. Definitely got to have AC, eh? Like I got a little AC car now. My AC in my truck don't work, but I'm not going to spend the money to get it going. It's a 1994 Dodge 1500. Yeah, so, yeah, the new Husky 592s will be out in the spring. It's funny though, on the Husqvarna website, I noticed on their parts breakdown that they actually have the saw on there already. So I ordered a short block, a cylinder kit, and a muffler, just so I can be ahead of the game. So when those saws come out, I can already know what the timing of them are, and I'll be ready to do what I'm going to do to them. We'll fill you on that later. I think they're going to be a good saw. Really hard to compete right now against the 462 still and the 500i. Like I said the other day and showed you some stuff on the 500i. I'm still getting some situations. I should have done a little video the other day of this one that had some wear issues that I don't like, but hopefully they can improve them. If I can talk to the rep and say, hey man, you guys need to do a few little things here. Gotta make this cover a little heavier. Just a little thicker plastic maybe, so it doesn't all move around and fall apart. Top covers are doing that on them, just like the 661. You do have a 661 though. That top screw for the top cover, those only tighten it so far, and these things move around and the little pegs on the covers wear out, and now you gotta buy a new cover and things all moving around. But take that screw out of there, that one with the black rubber on it, pop that out of the cover, set your cover back on the saw, put a flat washer, so around a 5/16 flat washer, and then put a 5mm lock nut on it and suck that sucker right down, and you won't have a top cover problem. I just did 3 yesterday for one of my follower friends, Joe. I've been doing them to them all now. Anyone that leaves my shop, I put that on just to help those guys, and I don't have to stock so many covers. Nice to make money on parts, but it's also nice to have something that lasts. So lightness isn't always the way to go. Even like I had another one the other day as well with the very bad clutch drum wear and clutch wear. So just watch those. I've already told you that before or showed you. You measure those clutch drums. If they're under 80% wear compared to the stock thickness, you should change them, or that clutch will blow through that drum and it can wipe out your oiler and even damage your chain brake band and your crankcase. It could definitely grind into the case and then leak oil. And I said before too, put those other bar plates on, the older bar plates off of 461s, 066s, put them on your 261 still, MS 261, MS 462, MS 500i, well 500i, it's not an MS. You get what I mean. Put those on them. You won't wear them out. I'd hardly ever change those things. 066 has had them on for 10 years. You wouldn't have to change that guide plate. If you don't, you'll wear that chain into the crankcase and it'll leak oil. Won't suck air, but it'll leak oil. Anyways, that's enough rambling on today. Keep your saw in the wood. Ice in your drinks. It's warm out. Big fires in BC. There was one over 400 kilometers big right now up by Kelowna, Vernon area. poor people, those firefighters, everyone, definitely give them the thumbs up, and appreciate all those workers through the COVID stuff, plus the firefighting of the woods. We don't like to lose our wood. It's valuable to us, and it's nice to have shade and greenery for us. Good energy for oxygen, right? Anyways, keep sawing wood. Have a great day. And a good week.